Hello, singles. I have a very important, crucial question for you. What do you do when your heart is still screaming, stay in that relationship, but your spirit is whispering, leave? What happens when you find yourself in a relationship that looks right, that looks good on the outside, but feels wrong on the inside? Mark my word, feels wrong on the inside. Now, it may not be abusive or dramatic, but you can tell that inside of you that it doesn't align with your value. It doesn't align with your calling. It doesn't align with your purpose for living. It doesn't even align to your peace. Now, you may have prayed, you have even hoped, you've waited for change, but deep down inside of you, you know that this is not what I want. You know this is not what I can bear. You know deep inside of you that this relationship is draining your peace. This relationship is dimming your light. This relationship, you know, is even shattering your purpose for living. Now, if you're in this category, if you are in this class of people, now this teaching is your lifeline. Stay tuned. Now, that's why today we are talking about how to walk away from the wrong relationship when every sign shows it won't work. How to walk away. How to walk away. And we're going to learn how to do this with clarity. We'll learn how to do it with courage. We're going to learn how to do it in a godly way. And most importantly, we make sure that God's peace will lead the way. Now, number one thing is that you must acknowledge the internal conflict and listen to your peace, not just your feelings. What did I say? I say you must acknowledge the internal conflict. You must acknowledge it. And then listen to your peace, not just your feelings. Now, when you are in a relationship that feels off, there is usually a battle going on inside you. Now, one part of you wants to stay, maybe because of memories, because of emotional investments, even because of maybe material investment. It can even be a reason. Or even the fear of being alone. Then another part of you, which is the wiser and the spiritual part of you, that knows that things are not the way it should be. That part is saying, leave. Listen to me. God often speaks through your inner peace. You must know this. God speaks through your inner peace. But when that peace is consistently absent, when that peace is not always there, when that peace leaves and fear, confusion, and even anxiety takes over you, even when things seems good on the surface, my dear, it's time to take a deeper look. Feelings can fluctuate. You need to know this. But peace is the anchor. Peace is an anchor. Peace is something you should not joke with, because that is primarily how God speaks to you when you are about to make a very important choice, like the choice of relationship or marriage. So don't dismiss that uneasy feeling. Don't override those inner alarms with emotions or wishful thinking. Remember, it's not a weakness, it's a signal. It's a signal. When the peace is not there, it's a signal that something is not how it should be. Number two thing you must know is that, number two is that you need to stop. Stop hoping they will change just so that you can stay. Stop hoping that they will change. Stop using it to justify yourself so that you can stay. Stop hoping. Nobody changes after marriage. Marriage even exposes them the more. Many people, you must hear, stay in the wrong relationship, hoping that their partners will evolve into the right person. Who told you? Maybe you are seeing potentials, so you now convince yourself to hold on a little longer because of the potential you are seeing. Oh, he will become. Oh, she will become later. But you must ask yourself this important question. Are you in love with who they are or who you wish they will become? That's the question you need to ask yourself. If I were you, you'll be in love because of who they are now. Waiting on potentials can waste your life, even your destiny. People don't always grow at the same pace. You need to know this. And staying with someone who is not growing with you may end up stunting your own progress. It will delay. It will hamper your own progress. It will delay your own progress. Let them grow. But the truth is this: don't put your future on hold while they are trying to figure out their own growth. Allow them to grow with their potentials. Let them grow. Follow what you are seeing from now to judge what will become of tomorrow. Number three, make a faith-based decision, not a fear-based one. You must learn this, that fear keeps many people trapped in relationships that don't serve them. As a result of fear, they remain there. Fear of being alone, fear of starting all over, fear of what people will say. Are you going into a relationship for people? Are you getting married for people? But you must know this, that relationship that is built on fear never flourish in faith. So do not forget, God didn't design relationship to trap you, but God designed relationship to transform you. So you need to ask, does this relationship draw me closer to God or distract me from God? Am I growing in purpose and joy, or am I constantly anxious and unsure? If fear is keeping you in a relationship, then it's time to take back your freedom. It's time to move forward. It's time to disconnect yourself from that bondage and move forward in life. Remember, God is the one who instituted marriage. And he has a purpose. He has a reason for it. So if it is constantly disconnecting you from him, then it's a red signal. It's a red sign. Number four is have the courageous conversation respectfully and clearly. Have the courageous conversation respectfully and clearly. You must know this, that walking away doesn't always mean slamming the door and disappearing or vanishing. Sometimes it means sitting down and having the hard conversation. I know why I said a hard conversation, with love and not with bitterness. Be clear about the reasons without attacking their character. Use I statements. For example, I have realized this relationship no longer align with the direction I am going. This relationship no longer align with my purpose for living. This relationship no longer align with the purpose, the reason for which God brought me to this world. So instead of following you to the wrong direction, I have discovered this, so I have to let you know this. Avoid drama. Don't argue. Let peace be your tone and truth be your guide. You don't need to explain yourself to anyone. Please, you know this. You don't need to explain to anyone. But when you live with grace, you live without regrets. Number 5 is that you disconnect fully. Disconnect fully. You need to do that. Disconnect fully and also allow your soul to breathe again. When you disconnect, do what? Disconnect fully. Then allow your soul to breathe again. Living a wrong relationship doesn't end with a goodbye or goodbye test. You must not keep testing each other. When you leave. When you disconnect. You must not leave with a goodbye test. I'm leaving. You need to allow your soul time to heal. What am I trying to say here? It means disconnecting completely. When you disconnect completely. Avoid emotional check-ins. Avoid late night texts. Avoid scrolling through their social media platform. You are trying to see what they posted, or you send the reply, you have not disconnected yet. If both of you are still hitting at each other, responding back at each other, you have not disconnected fully. Be aware that the longer you maintain a connection with them, the longer your healing will take. God wants to restore your identity outside of that relationship. That's why you lost your peace totally. Therefore, this is the time to rebuild your self-worth. This is the time to reawaken your purpose. This is the time to recenter your spiritual life. Remember, silence doesn't mean emptiness. It means space for clarity. Number 6, as I'm rounding off, trust that God has something better in store for you. Trust Him that He has something better in store for you. That's why He caused you to lose your peace. That's why He's calling you to step out in faith and move forward. Letting go of the wrong relationship doesn't mean love is over for you. In fact, it's often the beginning of real, true love. Yes, God will never ask you to release something unless He has something greater for you in store. Yes, it is painful, I know, but pain is not permanent. Pain is often temporary. Use this season to grow. Use this season to pray. Use this season to allow God to show you what His best truly looks like. Yes. Don't run back into another relationship out of loneliness, as a result of loneliness. Don't run back to another one immediately. Except God has directed you to the person that is meant for you now. Aside that, don't rush back into another relationship immediately because of loneliness. Maybe you are trying to escape from loneliness. Rest in God's promises and trust His timing. He makes all things beautiful in His own time. So dear singles, listen as I close. It takes incredible strength to walk away from something familiar in pursuit of something faithful. It takes incredible strength. But God will honor your obedience. That's one thing I want to assure you of. God will always honor your obedience. You are not broken. You are not behind. You are not foolish. You must know this. You are brave for taking such a step. You are simply becoming all that God has called you to be. Remember, this is still BlissHills Relationship and Marital Hub. Here we guide you to love wisely, choose purposefully, and wait patiently for God's best for you. So if this message blessed you, please like, subscribe, and share it. There are yet many others that need to hear this. And in the comment section, tell us what helps you or what has helped you most from this teaching. Let us know. We are waiting to hear from you from the comment section. Always remember, sometimes staying is more dangerous than walking away. Thank you for being with us. See you again in our next video. Goodbye.